says, in Christ I have been crucified to the law. Therefore it is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And I want to use that line tonight as a way of explaining this ancient Christian term, deification. Or it literally means facere deos, to be made gods. And it sounds heretical. But if you're bored tonight, go home to your catechism or look it up online and look at paragraph 460. Paragraph 460 of the catechism says that the heart of the Christian life is to become partakers of the divine nature. That's 2 Peter 1:4, the second encyclical we've ever had. And then St. Irenaeus, who was martyred in about 202, says, for this, the Son of God has become human, so that human men and women might become God. And then we quote St. Athanasius, who died in 373, who wrote the Creed that we say on Sundays, whose nickname in antiquity was the Black Dwarf, so you know at least two things about him. He said, God became man so men could become God. And then it quotes St. Thomas Aquinas. For this, God assumed our human nature, so all those in human nature could become the children of God. Paragraph 460 of the Catechism. It's a powerful reminder of what we are meant to be as Christians. Because I think, especially in our contemporary day, we think of being a Christian means to be nice to people. And you should be nice to people. But I guarantee you, being nice is not going to let you into heaven. What's going to save your soul is exactly what St. Paul said in Galatians 2:20. The law doesn't matter anymore, friends. What you do externally is not going to save your soul. What matters is that you allow Christ to take his life up in you. That you and I are made, ultimately, to be in relationship with God. Now, the good thing about being a Christian is this. God's become human. So there's no way now to God except through the human. And we'll look at that. But Augustine is very much against kind of an I-God thing. You'll only come to know God through the people sitting next to you tonight. That was very easy in one way to be a Jew. I don't mean to be disrespectful. If you want to know how you were doing with God, you looked at the law. Did I keep the Sabbath? Did I keep kosher? Did I do all these things that the law prescribes? When Jesus Christ comes as a human, as a baby, as a child, he challenges all that. That's why Paul says, it's no longer the law that saves me. It's Christ who lives in me. That now, if you want to know how you're doing with God, you look at your spouse, your children, your co-workers, your neighbor. In his work on the Trinity, Augustine says, if you will understand this, these next 15 books, you must become ultra hominid. You must become more than human. And that's precisely what the Christian life is about. That you and I don't have eternity, immortality. We don't even have love and wisdom 24/7. But Jesus does, and he wants to give us those things. That's what deification means. It doesn't mean becoming a god of your own planet or a god through autonomy. It becomes becoming like God through participation. You love the earth, you become earth. You love God, you become God.